Are we all ready? Like I said, I had too many margaritas, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Okay, so this is my intro. So welcome everybody. You might ask how I know Kirsty and Luke. Well, I met them 10 plus years ago at Astron Life Insurance, and we have remained close friends ever since. At work, I'm so sorry, Kirsty and Luke always wanted us to think they were just good friends. But we all knew they were secretly hooking up in the basement of our work building. I wasn't Kirsty's first choice to be MC tonight. It was actually Molly. But she apparently turned Kirsty down. Fun fact about Molly. I'm sorry. I was told to be fun. Funny. When she's really drunk, she sometimes likes to eat a kebab on the bathroom floor and take selfies. It's a true story. Kirsty's second choice was Josh. And he too also turned down Kirsty. Fun fact about Josh. When he's really drunk, he sometimes likes to flash his crown jewels. If you don't know what that means, ask me afterwards, please. It's actually a true story. You can ask Kirsty's mum. I'm sorry. We might even get a free the nipple moment with Ellie Sedgwick tonight. The moral of the story is, clearly, I was the obvious choice. Please watch out for these people on the dance floor tonight. I should have a quick drink. Wait, give me one second. All right. So I was Kirsty's third choice. I'm not offended, I promise. When she first approached me, I said I would think about it. She kept messaging me, and I kept ignoring her messages. One night I was at the CBD Hotel, I love that place, having wet pussy shots, and during my drunken state, I messaged Kirsty and I said I will do it. So here I am. All right. Kirsty had an epic hens party. It was a 4-day celebration in Darwin. Some of the highlights was our day tour to Litchfield National Park, where we swam in some amazing waterholes, doing the jumping crocodile sightseeing boat tour drunk, and me having multiple panic attacks because Molly and Sophie kept dangling their arms off the boat. I thought they were going to get eaten by a crocodile, but anyways. Sorry, Ellie. And who can ever forget Ellie Sedgwick flashing her boobies at the Fire Brigade when they pulled up at an outdoor bar we were all at? Okay. I heard Luke also had an epic Bucks party. The boys went overseas to Queenstown, New Zealand, and they were there for an entire week. I remember checking my Insta stories and seeing a video of Luke's Airbnb. The whole house was covered in white dust. It looked like a scene from a drug cartel movie. Turns out Tim Negus thought it was a great idea to use the fire extinguisher. Apparently it took the boys 2 days to clean the whole house, and they managed to get their bond money back. So well done, boys. Kirsty and Luke. I'm honoured to be your MC tonight, even though I've been shitting bricks for many months. Kirsty, you look stunning. Thank you. Luke, you look very handsome. Congratulations, and I love you both very dearly. I promise I'm not having a calm down. And I did take a Xanax today. Okay, so can we please toast the bride and groom to Kirsty and Luke? All right. Love you too. I'm not finished yet. Okay, no, I'm done with my intro. So now it's time for the bridal party introductions. So I'm going to start with the girls. So feel free to stand up, put your hand up to you. So first up, we've got Lauren. I love Lauren. Lauren is Kirsty's first and longest friend, and practically the fourth row and sister. Lauren is so sweet, caring and quiet, but don't be fooled. She can tear up a dance floor and manage to lose all her belongings on a single night out. Next up, we've got Kate. Kate is Kirsty's middle sister, who found out after the Hens Weekend in Darwin that she had a little surprise and was almost halfway done in her pregnancy. Kirsty and Kate spent their childhood fighting mostly over clothes, but now love the time they spent together and watching their babies grow and play together. That's sweet. Next up, we've got Hayley. Hayley is the baby sister who Kirsty has always been looking out for. She's a sensitive soul with a big heart, a cackle, and an amazing auntie. Luke and Hayley already have the brother-sister relationship happening with their regular phone chats, and Hayley providing Luke content for his TikTok dance routines. So next up, we've got Elise. Love you, Elise. Love you. Love you. Elise is Kirsty's closest friend and the one she can talk to about anything. Their friendship started on the Central Coast and led to many adventures jet-setting around the world, but also consists of their shared hobbies of lazing on the couch, eating food, and watching TV. Elise is a third wheel in Kirsty and Luke's relationship, and often the referee in a debate. And now we have Sophie. Sophie is caring, loyal, and would do anything for a friend, but also totally outrageous and inappropriate at the same time. I strongly agree with that statement. But I love you, Sophie. Kirsty met Sophie through Elise, and since she moved to the Beaches, they have become lifelong friends, raising their babies together. Now we're up to the boys. I might ask for Boone's number afterwards, though. There's a reason why. You'll understand in a second. Okay, so first up we've got Adam. They call him the captain. He's Luke's best man tonight and known for being great at getting the party started. But be warned, he's a sprinter. So expect him to go hard, then crash and burn by 9 p.m. Next up, we've got Boone. A long-time travel buddy with Luke. They lived together overseas for years. I hear they call him the big engine. That's why I said what I said. Though I'm not sure if this is a reference to his overall size or something more specific. Next up, we've got Scott. Luke's only brother. After spending their early years fighting each other ruthlessly to be the top dog, they are now more like mates than brothers. Although Luke asked me to point out that he is still the alpha male. Next up, we've got Mikey. Was unlucky enough to spend a couple of years living with Luke in McMahon's Point. So he got to hear all about Kirsty when she was still a well-kept secret. He's also the only person here who works less than Luke. So you'll often find these two pushing prams to the local for an afternoon beer. Next up, we've got Tom. Go, Tom. A primary school friend of Luke's. He's a single bachelor who spends his weeknights organising dates for the weekend. But then when the weekend rolls around, he ditches them to have beers with the boys. Rosie, did you take note of that? I'm so sorry. And we have a special mention. Sorry. We have a special mention for Tim Negus. Where is Tim? I know he's on my table. I've been told you have a habit of heckling at weddings, so be warned. I'm keeping a close eye on you tonight. So it's now time for the father of the bride to make a speech. So Paul, can you please come up? You sexy, sexy man. I love you.
Thanks, Frank.
Do I need to bring this down for you because you're shorter than me? I'm so sorry. That's good. Is this all right?
Thanks for going down on me, Frank.
Oh!
I'll keep it short, everyone. For you that don't know me, I'm Paul. I'm Paul, sorry. That's Denise, my lovely wife. That's Kirsty's, we're Kirsty's mum and dad. On behalf of Denise and myself, we'd like to thank you all. Oh, shut up. Okay. Sorry?
Stand close to the mic.
Stand close to the mic, okay?
You basically have to give it a blowjob, okay?
I know all about that, Frank. Thank you. On behalf of my wife, Denise and myself, I'd like to thank you, welcome you to all for coming here tonight to celebrate Luke's throwing in the towel and surrendering. Nappies are white, Luke has thrown up the flag. This is not a celebration of the beginning of a journey, but rather it is really the celebration of a formal recognition of an already committed relationship. A loving and successful partnership between Luke and Kirsty of 10 years. It is merely an expensive after party for you guys, really. As you all know, Kirsty is a beautiful, intelligent, giving, loving and caring person. A great mum, traits that her lovely mother has passed on all my children. I might add, traits, I already said it, didn't I? Storm's Hayley's baby. Kate and Joe got the twins, so it's all good, eh? All good families. Kirsty manages to keep maintain and nurture a wide circle of good friends, all areas of her life. You are the chosen. You're lucky to be Kirsty to call your friend. You're really chosen. She likes you guys, eh? Chaney and Sue can hold their heads high, be proud of their son Luke and his accomplishments. The Adventure King, a great dad. Luckily, we all ignored the minimalisation thing of toys and food and stuff. I didn't get it, but Sue tells me she has no idea where it comes from anyway, It's a bit late to welcome Luke into the family, as he already considered family, being committed to the relationship long ago, whether he likes to admit it or not. I do remember when Luke first showed up on the scene, Kirsty came home going, Luke said this, Luke said that, Luke. I started going, yeah. When I first met him, I was wondering why he kept disappearing. He kept going to the toilet making phone calls again. This is a bit sus. I wasn't sure if he was a drug dealer or what he was doing. I had no idea. But it all makes sense now. He's doing insurance and had clients apparently. It does make sense, kind of, sort of. I know, I kept disappearing in the toilet on the phone. I'm like, what's going on? Bye, sell. But anyway. Yeah, one chance at life. Life's an adventure. They both have taken life. They've both taken what life has to offer and run with it. Surrounded themselves with wonderful friends and family, experienced the best life has to offer, and sharing this experience together as a loving family. We all aim to do the same, and I think they seem to have achieved it all. Ivy and Odie, a testimony to their love and commitment. Liz didn't do a runner. I was surprised there. I thought he might have done a runner when she found out she was pregnant, but They produced two of the most beautiful little human beings that have ever existed, and experienced more than the world has to offer than some people have experienced their whole lives. Ivy and Odie are truly a gift, and we're eternally grateful and lucky to have made them. They got the DNA from the grandparents, so it's all good, you know. They're pretty hot, eh? Yeah. In ending, they have both chosen well for life's journey. As the song goes, life's a highway. They're going to ride it all night long. This is their night, so party on. Enjoy the rest of the journey, kids. Peace and trailer, yeah. Frankie Spanky.
So just before I introduce the bridal speeches, just a couple of things, right? So a friendly reminder, please make a conscious effort to go upstairs and use the bleep phone. Luke and Kirsty would really appreciate it if you guys left a voice recording, okay? I've been asked to read a text message. Give me 1 second. I'll explain it. It was a request from the bridal party. So I'll just read this out. It says, hey guys, I've had a message from some people who couldn't be here. The Australian Securities and Investment Commission congratulate the lucky couple. What the hell's going on? We will see you Monday morning for the random audit. Seriously, a big congratulations to Kirsty and Luke. Love the Secured Wealth team. So it's now time for the bridal party speeches. So first up, we have the best man, Adam. Can you please come up? You've got this, bro.
Thank you. Thanks, Frank. Whew, who's nervous? I am. How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Has everyone got a drink? Everyone drinking got a drink? Okay, good. This should be a good roast. Toast. Look, guys, when I was asked to give today's speech, I thought I'd better do a bit of research, and what I found is that a good speech is a lot like a miniskirt. Long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to hold your attention. So with that being said, guys, let's kick things off by raising our glasses to how beautiful and elegant the bridesmaids all look tonight. Yeah, I'd give that about 3 more drinks before that's out the window. We all saw what happened up in Darwin. I'd like to give Kirsty's parents a massive round of applause for having amazing genetics. By having such a beautiful daughter, the bride. Also, not to mention 2 of the other bridesmaids that are sitting here tonight. And Luke's parents, I'd love to give you guys a round of applause for having such a charming, handsome, smart, and successful son. Scotty, it's great to have you here tonight, mate. Look, guys, for all of you that don't know me, my name's Adam, and Luke and I actually go way back, since kindergarten, in fact. But it wasn't until Luke was asked to leave the prestigious private boys' school that he joined us at Ku-ring-gai, and the true friendship began. Now, being a private school reject, he immediately fit in with us public school folk, and soon won us over by having access to his dad's souped-up Subaru. Thanks, Tony. It's amazing we got out of the thing alive. Now, because Luke came from a private school, he always thought that he was the alpha amongst our mates, and always thought that he was better than us. Even to this day, he's still doing it. From being the first to get a fake tan, we all know he's a ginger with pale skin, but I mean, come on, embrace it. To frosting his tips, I mean, can we blame the guy for enjoying his hair whilst he still had it? He had an eyebrow ring, a neck ring, a neck ring. I mean, what were you thinking? A neck ring. He had veneers. Did I mention he had a fake tan? He even had the world's longest bucks party just recently in Queenstown that even included heliboarding. Hey Luke, I hate to tell you, mate, but being the best amongst our mates is like the time you finish the City of the Surf in the top 10,000. It isn't that special. Now look, despite his perception of himself, Luke still finished near bottom of the class, which didn't give him many options, but it did lead him to his dream profession, selling insurance. This is where he met the young and innocent Kirsty Rowan. Now, the history books are a little inconclusive here as to how many years they've actually been together. Some say 12, some would say 13 years. Luke, Kirsty, would you guys mind clarifying? What is certain, guys, is that they hit things off straight away. And Luke, always being the high achiever, you can be rest assured that Kirsty was the hottest girl in the office. But Luke, don't get ahead of yourself, mate. You were pretty much the only straight guy there. During this time, his boss used to call him Sir Lunch-a-lot. Now, I'm not too certain about what Luke's lunch habits were, but I do know that he spent a lot of time in that Astor car park. Guys, Luke and Kirsty have lived an amazing life together. For 13, 12, 14, who knows, 15 years. That's already a lot longer than most marriages, and they're only just starting now. But look at them. They've travelled the world together. They've travelled around Australia together twice. They've started a beautiful family with 2 beautiful children. They've done everything together. Well, at least Kirsty has. Luke did miss out on a paint party in Mexico. So look, guys, this is my experience of Luke and Kirsty. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to ask around and get everyone else's experience. And what I found is that these two have a hell of a lot of nicknames. Let's start with you, Luke. At work, Sir Lunch-a-lot. With his mates, Spirit Fingers, Leech, or Spiros. Whilst travelling with his mates, Mr. Burns, or Magneto. And Kirsty, with her friends, Thirsty Kirsty, DJ K-Ro, or from Luke, Crowan, Fee, Fifi, Petal. But guys, they've now moved on to more important nicknames, Mum and Dad. But now, husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could all please stand up together and raise a glass to the newlyweds, Luke and Kirsty.
Adam, you did a great job. He really did. He really did. And he was actually very nervous, so he did a brilliant job. All right, next up we have the bridesmaid speeches. So Elise and Hayley, can you please come up to the microphone?
Loved ones. Robert.
As everyone knows, I'm Kirsty's little sister, Hayley.
And I'm Elise, Kirsty's best friend.
We'd like to say a few words to the bride and the groom, which has been a long time coming. Luke.
Backfired. I feel like this is a bit low. We are so honoured to be standing here today, sharing this special day with you both. Kirsty, it goes without saying, you are the most stunning bride. It's almost impossible to imagine how different you're going to look on the dance floor in a few hours. Luke, very impressed that you pulled out the suit for this occasion. The bow tie is gorgeous.
Kirsty, where do I begin? Ever since I've been a little girl, I've always looked up to you as a big sister. You've always allowed me to be that annoying little sister and hang out with you and your friends. When I was fresh out of high school, you made me fix up my resume so I could get a job at the good old faithful Tao. Thanks for hiring me as well, Rosie. Since working together, our friendship as sisters grew so much more. Who would have thought I would have been so lucky to work and spend so much time with my big sister? Now, I know you and Kate would get in some serious punch-ups when we were younger and would always fight for stealing each other's clothes. But I can stand here today and say how incredibly lucky Kate and I get to call you our big sister and how proud we are of the woman you are today.
I'm lucky to have called Kirsty my best friend for 10 years now. However, we did know each other for quite a few years before we became close. Clearly, she has a strict vetting process, as it took Luke about the same amount of time to get out of the friend zone. Kirsty can take a while to open up to people, but if you are lucky enough to be someone that she welcomes into her life, you are gifted with the most incredibly loyal, generous, and caring person you will ever have the privilege to call your friend. You are the life of the party and the absolute queen of the dance floor. Every minute I spend with you is fun and full of laughter. And the best part is, it doesn't matter if we're lying on the couch, out on the town, or gallivanting around the world. I have never known a friendship so authentic, supportive, and without judgment. And I just want you to know how thankful I am for you.
Luke, for as long as I can remember... You have always been in our lives. Besides being possibly the biggest pest that I know, you're the most competitive, adventurous, and just downright fun person to hang around with. I never knew what it would be like growing up with an annoying brother, but all I can say is you've really shown me what it's like, and man, I'm glad I grew up with my sisters. I've always told you what a lucky man you are, having 4 emotional cancer girls around you. Myself, Elise, Kirsty, and Ivy. We seem to spend more time on the phone together than I do with Kirsty, but that just shows how good of a relationship we have together. You have accepted our family just like we are your own, and Kate and I are beyond happy that we can officially call you our brother. And might I add, about bloody time.
Thank you for taking me on as a third wheel in your relationship. I'm sure you weren't bargaining on a tag-along when you got together with Kirsty, but you welcomed me with open arms. You are the friend that everyone calls when they need advice, and I mean everyone. You have been there to support me almost as much as Kirsty over the years, and I feel so lucky to be able to consider my best friend's husband such a good friend. You are always on, a jack of all trades with unmatched energy. That is, until after 10 p.m. You are the first person to sneak off at any party to go to bed, and let's be clear, this isn't because you're now in your 40s. You're the first person to wake up in the morning and always the first person to leave any weekend away. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Luke packing the family into the caravan and taking off tomorrow morning before some of you are even getting home. I promise to continue to referee any disagreements that you two may have with absolute fairness and no bias to Kirsty. I know you will continue to keep her on her toes for the rest of her life with your stubbornness and impulsiveness. But I also know you will keep her busy with more beautiful adventures.
We don't have to clap everything. It's all right, guys. Kirsty and Luke, the love you have for each other is like no other. Not only the love, but the friendship you have. Over the last 13 years, we have had the privilege of watching you evolve as a couple, but who can forget how it all started?
I'm back. When they got together, we actually all worked together. Kirsty and I sat next to each other, and Luke would come and sit on her desk, blazer open, clutching his briefcase, cool, calm, and collected. There was only one way he was sure he could woo this girl from the sunny coast, and that was with his sail spin and his fully sick Subaru. What more could a girl want? I'll skip over the part where they had significant others but couldn't deny their feelings for each other, their secret rendezvous in the work car park, and how they were secretly dating for at least a year before they started officially seeing each other. Since then, moving on, you have gone from strength to strength, and I can honestly say your relationship is one that is admired by everyone. You set the bar for what a relationship should look like for a lot of our friends and made people realise that they shouldn't settle for less than the kind of connection you have. You are very different people in a lot of ways, but over the years you have learnt from each other and grown together. Luke, Kirsty has taught you to be more sensitive, patient, and more in tune with your emotions. Kirsty, Luke has made you stronger, more resilient, and more confident to chase what you want in life. You always have fun together, have good banter, and push each other to be successful in your respective careers. You are both independent, but have this ability to present as a single unit that makes everyone around you feel comfortable. Between all of this, and the way Luke watches Kirsty on the dance floor like it's the first time he's ever laid eyes on her, I think it's safe to say that these two are what people call couple goals.
In 2007, little Miss Ivy Bell was brought into this world, and what a blessing she was. As Ivy has grown up, you can see both your personalities in her. I think everyone would agree that Ivy is the most beautiful little girl and is so intelligent. That must be from the Rowan side. A few years later, little Odie boy arrives. Odie has more style than most guys that I know. Odie has always been known as a happy baby who never stops smiling, which just brightens up your day. You have gifted us all with the most beautiful children. They have brought so much happiness into everyone's lives, and you have given everyone an extra 2 best friends. Who would have thought Luke actually made some good-looking kids? Besides from the jokes, you are both the most loving and fun parents. We all know how proud Ivy and Odie are to have you as their parents and see how happy you make them. You are such an incredible couple and we hope you are having the best day of your lives. We wish your life filled with so much happiness, more adventures and more good times. Let's raise our glasses for the new Mr. and Mrs. Pointer. Cheers!
Well done, girls. You guys did an amazing job. So next up, which is our last speech for tonight, Luke, can you please come up?
Let me just start by saying I'm happy. I'm really, really happy tonight. You asked before if this is like the best day ever for Kirst tonight, and I can assure you from talking to Kirst, we took some time outside before and we agreed this is the best day for us. It's like we're so stoked to have all of you guys here. I promise not to talk too long because let's be honest, I'm the last talker, and as soon as I'm done, we can start the party. I'll come back to my beautiful bride in a minute, but first I just want to talk about a few others who played an important role today. Starting with the groomsmen. I've been friends with this bunch of degenerates since year 9, and these are the boys that helped me grow from a pimply-faced teenager into the receding old man you see before you. For weeks, they've tried to wind me up about mentions of Adam's speech, and last night we did the outtakes, so let me thank them really clearly for holding some restraint today. I also want to thank them for putting on the best and longest Bucks party in history. I need to apologise to all the partners. We now have a rule that is one day of Bucks party for every year you've been dating. Troy and Kelly, how many years are we talking? 16? There we go. The bridesmaids, you're all up here because you're special to Kirsty. That means you're special to me as well. Lauren, Sophie, Kate, Hayley and Lise, you form an amazing circle around Kirsty, and it's awesome to have you up here and being such a big part of our day. My family, my parents, sisters, and of course my brother who's up here with me. Growing up, it seemed normal to be one of 4 kids, but now having 2 kids of my own, I realize my parents are actually clinically insane. Regardless of this very late diagnosis, they somehow managed to take it in their stride. Thankfully, I was the youngest, so I got away with murder. A shout out to Leanne for paving the way and pushing the boundaries ahead of me. And for Nicole for keeping Mum up to date every time we did. I believe as a parent, your job is to give your kids the tools to succeed and then let them go out and make their own mistakes. Nothing I've achieved would have been possible without their parenting, so I appreciate them giving me these tools. It's not as long as it looks. It's a big typo. Nisi and Paul. Where are you? These are 2 of the most amazing parents you can meet. From the start, Paul and Nisi welcomed me and made me feel very comfortable in their family. I think after 20 years of only daughters, Paul was happy for any bloke to come in. And Nisi was just as happy for someone to entertain Paul. I thank you both for your kindness and love being part of your family. I especially enjoy the 7-course meal every time I stay over. You've now managed to offload 2 out of your 3 daughters, and with Billy sniffing around the 3rd, things are looking good. I'm sure my parents are wondering how the heck they did this. Paul has also made it clear he has a no returns policy. Thankfully, I got to try before I buy. Hayley and Kate, my new sisters. Hayley was just a kid when I first met her and has been a pest. I mean, the best little sister ever since. I love that featured in yours too. I can't always understand Kate because she talks the same speed as Paul. Also like him, she drinks fast and crashes faster, even when she's 4 months pregnant. It's funny how different these sisters all seem until the music starts and you realize they all slut drop the same way. Elise. No, last but not least. Make no mistake, we wouldn't be here without you. For 10 years, you were our live-in judge and jury. And you've been dragged into every petty disagreement we've had since the beginning. To her credit, despite being best friends with Kirsty, she always managed to stay impartial, which usually meant she agreed with me and Kirsty changed the subject.
Oh, that's the face.
We know it. Elise, we miss having you at our house every week, but we're eternally grateful for your help over the years that allowed us to get here. All right, Kirsty. Who is Kirsty? AKA Thirsty Kirsty. DJ Cairo, Mafifi. Let me start first. Let me have a sip first. I'm getting parched. Let me start by taking you back to the day I first met her. It's Casual Friday. Kirsty's wearing short white shorts, and I'm very intrigued. I immediately did some digging around to find out who the new girl is, and was told she's the boss's friend's daughter, and she had a boyfriend. Some friends of his here. Always one for a challenge. I said, we'll see about that. Sorry, not sorry. A few thousand text messages later, some seriously expensive phone bills, some carefully constructed selfies, I don't know why that's in there. Lunchtime sneaking to Mum's Point to impress her, and as Nisi now knows, some quick pashes in the basement at work. Pashes, Nisi, pashes, don't listen to them. P4. Continue. Of course, not one to rush in big decisions. 10 years seemed like the appropriate time before getting engaged. I probably knew after a few years, but it wasn't until my hair started to recede and the wrinkles got stronger that things got a little more urgent. We are in many ways a perfect match. We both love to travel. We hate the idea of full-time work. A day laying on the beach is never wasted. And for me, not being a big drinker, worked perfectly on our trips as I drove her from vineyard to vineyard. But Kirsty's taught me a lot of things. Patience, love, family first, don't go to bed in an argument, and importantly, always let her control the music. She's smart, driven, an absolute MILF. An amazing mum who keeps our house together. And what did I forget? Oh yeah, she's emotional. Very emotional. But love for your partner goes up several thousand layers when you start a family. And happy to say that was the same for us. We hit the jackpot with Ivy and Odie. Ivy Bell, an angel, smart and very creative. Odie Bear, the cutest boy in the world. Safe to say that's Kirsty's genes. But I'm also conscious I don't want to paint too good a picture. Even Cairo has her faults. She's not always the most decisive person. She nagged me for years to move out and then got really scared when I found a place. She then nagged me for years for kids and then didn't know what to do when she got pregnant. She can't close the door to save her life in winter. And when she wants to, she can dig her heels in hard. Make no mistake, this is not your 1950s housewife. She's a fighter, and I've got the scars to prove it. Try and hold this girl down in a wrestle, and suddenly sweet Kirsty is gone, and her savage alter ego is in its place. And she will stop at nothing to free herself. It's like a light switch. But now I see this as a good thing, because I know she'll fight hard to keep our lives together and our family safe, and that's all I ask. To finish up, I thank everyone for being here today. Kirsty, you are my one true love, and her life is near perfect. It's going so well. I think we have this whole life balance figured out. We may never be filthy rich, but I'm super proud. Don't go away, you're making it worse. All right. We may never be filthy rich, but I'm super proud neither of us can remember the last year we worked a full week. And we always have tons of fun together while being surrounded by amazing friends and family. Today is just another chapter in our story. I don't know what the future holds, but I know that with you by my side, it's going to be fun.